Yo. We back. Let's talk about some of this boxing shit. Gang. Boxing and ego, man. Ego. You see the hat. First. Young credentials. Gang. Oh, we gonna talk about this. Let's get into this. We're gonna talk about Joshua beats Wilder. Let me see that. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I want to see it. Ego Valley the Dawn. Return of the Prince. Let's do a quick roll call. Y'all know how I do. Beginning and end of the streams. I just want to see where y'all at. Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Dallas, Texas. North Hollywood. Where y'all from? Where y'all at? Chicago. Tulsa. Jersey. Houston. Boxingego. London. Chirac, Chicago. LBC. Bronx. Philly. Kansas City, Missouri. Quack Q. I don't know what that is. Riverside. London. Amsterdam. Miami. Dallas. San Antonio. Chicago, Garfield Park. Essex, UK. Blackpool, England. Pakistan. Tucson. 312, London. Richmond, Cali. Miami. Edmonton. Houston, Chicago. Oklahoma, Ohio. All right, let's get into it. DeSoto, Texas, home of the Errol Spence Jr., home of the Truth. Fort Worth, Texas, in the building. Listen. Who's been watching the latest videos I put up? Just put a simple yes or no regarding Joshua Wilder. Yes or no? Have you watched the videos I just put up in the last day? Yes or no? I just want to know, see how many people need to be filled in. Yes. Okay, so you guys are pretty in tune with what's going on. Yes, okay. Let me just quickly paraphrase so I don't have to go too in depth. All the people putting no, y'all need to be on point. Y'all want to be with the latest and greatest. Gotta watch the content. But new media is killing these boys. Is the music too loud for anybody? Someone's complaining. Yes or no? Yeah, I adjusted a little bit. All right, we working. So, new media killing as usual. And Anthony Joshua, great fighter, champion, 2-belt holder, he did this interview with Johnny Nelson, Sky Sports, right? In this interview, listen, new media, we don't just talk about it, we show you how to get to it, right? The link is right here, source. Right? So this is the exact interview where it's pulled from. Joshua to face Wilder at Wembley. Inside Anthony Joshua's training camp, AJ answers your questions. We show you how to get to that work. Okay. So bottom line is AJ did this interview, and in it he said some very interesting things. You'll be able to see by the comments. This dude don't want Wilder. Embarrassing. I disagree with Joshua. You're a champion. You have to be unified to be the man. AJ, if you're not willing to fight champions, release your belt for champions or fighters who will participate in world-class bouts. LOL, now they're rushing your career. Man, don't try and wait till Wilder's old to fight him. Wilder equals rushing his career plus bad for his health. His coaches don't think he's ready. You know what I mean? They're going in on the comment section. Damn, he is straight, bitch. I like you, Anthony Joshua, but you are full of shit here. You talk this BS about not rushing your career. However, you fought Klitschko, who has been fighting since before you were born. Wow. Here's what they think about you. This is what the fans are saying. And I'm not, you know what I mean, me, I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm not going to name call people out their names and shit like that. But it was real off-putting to hear Joshua say these comments, in my opinion, because he's a champion. If I'm not mistaken, he has the most belts at heavyweight, because he has 2. He got the IBF off Charles Martin, and he fought for one of Tyson Fury's old relinquished belts. Right? And he beat Klitschko, so he got that. Basically what Joshua was saying was, I'm not going to be rushed. I'm not going to rush my career. We'll fight Joshua when it's the right time and I have the perfect chance to beat him. He literally said something pretty blunt like that. He says, maybe it's 2018, maybe it's the next year, which would be 2019, maybe the next year, which is 2020. Like, wow. Like, you don't, when you think of a fighter, you don't really think of, like, most people don't understand the business side and think of the business side. And, and it's rare that you hear them outright say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up say, hey, basically, I might fight you anywhere from next year all the way to 2020, depending on what I feel like. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And it has a lot of people talking. A lot of people feeling the type of way. But nah, this isn't banned substances. This is just Mucinex. So I'm not on any banned substances. Just in case y'all was trying to get me caught up with water. Listen, there's nothing you could say at this point. Nah, I ain't taking shots either. There's nothing you could say at this point, man. Look, and on Sky Sports Video, look whose video is showing up as a recommended video on the sidebar. Yours truly. So the truth will be heard. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, it was a weird interview for Joshua to just candidly say that stuff. You know what I mean? That's like promoter talk. You usually hear maybe like a promoter say this stuff. But I just dropped this
to the channel and
some
hit
of
the
y'all
bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest.
Some of y'all may not have watched it yet.
I just want to know one question. I hope somebody got the answer for me. I just want to know what the hell is going on in here. What is going on? I just went to multiples of articles where Josh was stating that he's just not mentally, physically, emotionally ready for me. That it may take up to 2020 till he can build up the courage to really fight me. Basically talking about getting me old. And don't you know this black don't crack? I ain't getting old no time soon. Trust me. Trust me. Is these guys that scared? I keep telling y'all guys over and over again. I'm the most feared. Again, I repeat, I am the most feared heavyweight in the division. None of these champions, the best, don't want their O to go. They don't want to lose their record. Then Hearns talking about he'll knock me out in 3. Just make the motherfucker fight then. Why you scared?
Exactly what I
It's
said.
either two things. Either y'all scared or y'all doping too. Which one is it?
What up, Fight World? It's your
Okay. Listen, dog. Wilder, I don't know. I don't know if y'all believe this or not. I think Wilder either watched my video or somebody around it because he's using the same talking point. Same exact talking point. And like I said, with new media, the stuff I be saying with the Luis Ortiz shit, when it first came out, listen to what I was saying. I was like, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but they have forms for you to declare what you're taking. So obviously, if Vada's contacting WBC and it's coming out that way, then he didn't go through the protocol. And come to find out, Team Ortiz has still to this day not submitted one shred of evidence that they documented that they were on something, taking a prescription per doctor's orders. Like, oh, hey, I'm on this. You know what I'm saying? And then Wilder starts saying the same thing. Lou DiBella. It's crazy. New media killing you boys. I made the Joshua video, gave my truest thoughts. And now you hear Wilder saying the same thing. Listen, when the promoters, I understand your job to promote a fighter, but promoters and trainers who basically are like promoters stuff, they make it worse for the fighter. They truly do. Because Eddie Hearn is a promoter, great guy, I've interviewed him, met him, but he said, I believe Joshua will knock out Wilder in 3. Why wait till 2020? That sounds like some easy work. You didn't knock out Klitschko in 3. You know what I'm saying? So you making it sound like Wilder's easy work. Because it took 10 or 11 rounds, I forgot, to knock out Klitschko. So if you're going to knock out Wilder in 3, that's half the work. So if it's easy work like that, why do we have to possibly wait to 2020? You know what I'm saying? Listen, just like let's say one of the people in the comment section, I wanted to sue them in court. The burden is on me. If I say, yo, Johnny 2000, I loaned him $6,000 and he was supposed to pay it back and he hasn't. The burden is on me to produce receipts, confirmation, a contract, agreement, stipulating that this was loan money and this is my bank withdrawal where I took the money out, gave it to Johnny, he got it, he used it, and was supposed to pay me back. So just in that same vein, new media, the people who are disagreeing with me, the proof is already out there. The burden is on you to prove what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's just straight like that. You have the burden to prove what you're talking about because I'm already proving what I'm talking about. Now, we got almost 100 people in the chat and 39 likes. We got to fix that. Hit the like button. This is a random stream. I just got on because I want to talk about the hottest things in boxing and get this cracking. We need to open up the dialogue. And listen, the power is in the people. We have to start putting our foot down as fans. And I know we were spoiled by 2017 being a great year, but we have to keep this shit going. Boxing is alive and well. We have to demand for these great matchups. Like, in my honest opinion, this is just me. Y'all could disagree. But in my honest to God opinion, I feel like my channel and others and my voice and people with similar messages are the reason Guillermo Rigondeaux is getting the shot with Vasyl Lomachenko, because the pressure got so big that you either pretend like you don't see him and people are taunting Lomachenko and he's probably getting mad every time he logs in and people are like, oh, fight Rigo, you bum. And, you know what I mean, doing that internet stuff. They had to make the fight. I mean, they could have not made the fight, but it just would have been worse for the fighter, right? Same thing with Canelo Triple G. I mean, people, it's so funny to me. People say I hate Triple G, but I was one of the same motherfuckers on the front line asking for that fight and saying, hey, why did Canelo vacate? And saying, hey, why is Canelo fighting Amir Khan? Why is Canelo fighting Liam Smith? But when the fight's made, it's made. Our job is done. My job is done. I'm good. But I want to see it through. You know what I mean? But now people say I hate Triple G, but I've been on Triple G's side when it comes to getting the Canelo fight. There was no reason for Canelo, who I feel was struggling to make 54, right? Struggling, squeezing his body into 54 and 55 to not fight this man. I mean, the fans want it. It's big money. It's a winnable fight for you, etc. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Rigondeaux. I was one of the people on the front line saying that's a good fight, while all these other motherfuckers was basically, yo, business empire. You ain't no business empire because you worried about the next person. Why do you keep begging for donations, bro? Bro, you are hating. That's what that's called. That's called hating. You ain't no business empire. I wasn't even talking about donations. You jealous and mad because people actually donate to the movement. That's what that is. So keep it a buck. I wasn't even talking. I'm talking about Lomachenko and Canelo, and you talking about why you begging for donations. That's how I know you a bum. Get back to Kmart. I know they got some ad sets for you and maybe some blue light specials you should be working on instead of worrying about the next person. LOL, I'm not hating, bro. Yes, you are. I wasn't even talking about donations or begging for donations, and you randomly brought that up. And listen, the bottom line is this is a business. If people contribute and want to donate to the business, that's what it is. Starbucks, the baristas, they have a tip jar. So if people want to leave them a tip, I don't go up to the Starbucks baristas and say, oh, why you got this tip jar? You're a hater. Just deal with it. And I guarantee you ain't no business empire. What business you own? Let me see your 1099. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I feel like the power is in the people. The power is in the people to make these fights. You got over $4,000 last month and over $7,000 the month before on AdSense alone. How do you know how much I get off of AdSense? You don't. You don't know what you're talking about because, first of all, you don't know YouTube. YouTube is different for different people. It's called the CPM. So depending on your channel, that's why you can't show it per YouTube guidelines. Different people get different amount. So there's no way you would even know how much I get because the amount I get could be different from Joe Blow. So there's no way. Stop counting other people's money. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about boxing, but I just have to clown you because you talking about business empire as your username and you worried about what the next person is doing. I do SEO and Facebook ads. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care if you do UFOs and Facebook ads. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. What's my CPM? How much dollars do I get per click? What's my CPM? Since that's something you can't legally show per YouTube guidelines. So I've never shown that to anybody. So you tell me what my CPM is, since you know so much. And if you don't get it within 5 cents of it, I'm blocking you. Now you in the hot seat, and I'm not even asking. You in the hot seat. So tell me what my CPM is. You got 30 seconds, since you know so much. All in another man's pockets. That's corny. And you should have just let it alone. I was about to be done and get back to the regular boxing talk. You get about 80,000 views. No, what's my CPM? Fuck all the views and all that. What's my CPM? You know so much. You know about my bank account. So what's my CPMs? You got 15 seconds, and then you're getting blocked. 82. Anyone can see how many views I got on the channel. I'm saying, what's my CPM? 10, 9. Remember on RoboCop? You have 10 seconds to comply. 8, 7, 6. CPM's $2 an hour. You a fucking clown if you believe that. Anyway, last 30 days, boom, you're out of here. Block L, get your L. Listen, don't be business empire. You can't be no business empire if you're worried about the next man's pockets. We having a block party. Block. We going to Burger King. Oh, we going to party. Oh, we going to Burger King. Got milk? Anyway, where was I? Get your L. That's corny, man. Don't worry about why you keep begging for donate. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. He talking about you got 80 million views on your channel. Who cares? What's that got to do with you? How do you benefit from that? That's what I need to know. How do you benefit from? What if I was getting $1 million a month? You don't benefit from it. So why even worry about it? If I'm getting $1 or 1 million, doesn't affect you. You still broke. Get your ass in the coffin. Anyway, back to boxing. The power's in the people. We got a demand for these good fights, period. I think Joshua, like I said, I like Joshua, but I think he made a mistake saying that in an interview. He should have told him to cut that part out. Because now it makes it look like you don't want no smoke. And that gives Wilder confidence. Wilder's chilling. Let's talk boxing. Don't get emotional. Shut up. This is my channel. I talk about whatever I want. If you don't like it, peace out. I entertain. I'm here to entertain. So if we got an occasional troll and I want to deal with them, give them a coffin, that's something you got to deal with. If you don't want to deal with it, then peace out. Go to another channel. It has nothing to do with being emotional. I'm just correcting somebody. Somebody worried about what the next man is doing. That's corny. Where I'm from, that's corny. But anyway, yeah, Joshua, I wish he didn't say that. This is entertaining. That's what we're here for. I'm here to entertain. But I just don't, the way he worded it and stuff, you basically say, oh, I'll fight him when I'm good and ready. Like, I understand. See, I keep saying this. Everybody wants to be Money Mayweather, but they don't want to go through the pretty boy Floyd stages. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, Mayweather eventually, after 20 years in the sport, in the latter part of his career, he was able to kind of pick and select what fights he wanted, maximize his dollar, be like, oh, Conor McGregor, you it, and make crazy amounts of money. But it don't work like that for everybody. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be Money Mayweather, but they don't want to go through the pretty boy Floyd stages. Floyd earned his dues. You know what I'm saying? When he went through top rank, not even properly being promoted, buying himself out of contracts, losing and getting robbed in the Olympic. You know what I'm saying? He paid his dues, his struggle and strife, and then eventually became Money Mayweather by beating De La Hoya. You get me? Live free, die old. You sound stupid. Let's talk boxing. What do you think I'm talking about? Y'all sound stupid right now. Let's talk boxing, man. What else am I talking? I'm not talking about air hockey. But anyway, Floyd earned his dues. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to A-side this and A-side. Joshua's a big star. Canelo's a big star. But at the end of the day, Canelo lost to Floyd. So, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the same level of leverage. And you have more fights than Floyd, but you don't have the resume of Floyd. You get me? So I just, when the fighters start talking like promoters and stuff like that, I'm not really with that. Because the way I have an old school way of thinking. If you fight the right fights, the money's going to come. Straight up. That's how I really feel. You fight the right fights, the money will follow. If Wilder fights Joshua, it's even like the Canelo Triple G. It would have been bad if he got knocked out, but just you fighting him, you get more credit than when you vacated the belt. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Joshua risked it and fought Wilder, win, lose, or draw, people would give him credit for doing that because Wilder looks like a beast. But I tell you, a lot of the promoters and stuff, they make it worse because you got Joshua's promoter saying, oh, Joshua will knock him out in 3 rounds. I'm trying to see that. I mean, maybe it's a possibility. I don't know. But I want to see it. Let me see you knock him out. But you can't just say, this is what I'm saying. Y'all don't really get it. This is the era of new media. You can't just say stuff in boxing no more and people just run with it and we let that slide. This is new media. Ego's army, ego mafia. We are the mob. Money on top of boxing. This is what we do. This is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you can knock him out, I'd rather see you show me that than you tell me about it. It's straight like that. And this is no disrespect to Joshua or Wilder. I'm a fan of both. But I'm a fan of boxing before I even knew who Joshua, who AJ, and Wilder was. That's the straight up truth. You know what I mean? And we got to get back to that. I mean, you even see it. Conor McGregor, he talked a lot of shit. talked a lot of shit about Floyd. Lost, but you know what I mean, took a risk. Nobody's really. Some people are kind of clowning him, but he's gaining followers and stuff on Instagram. He made a lot of money, so he moves on. Maybe he fights Ferguson, Kevin Lee winner or something. But I just wish Joshua would have worded it a lot different. Now, we got triple-digit viewers, but we don't have triple-digit in likes. Please hit the like button if you're watching this stream. Let YouTube know that we're in here. Ego Army, Ego Mafia. Hit the like button. Let them know it's cracking. The stream is cracking. We talk about boxing when we goddamn want to talk about boxing. And it's always going to be cracking. Just hit the like button. Very simple, very straightforward, and it helps the channel. And it allows for me to provide. Because listen, the time, even though there's no edits involved with the live stream, this takes away from time that it takes to edit. In amount of, sometimes I go on for 2 hours or 2 hours plus. You know what I'm saying? You know how much work I could get done in that same amount of time if I would just like cut this off after 10 minutes. So just show the respect, the loyalty, hit the like button. Yeah, to me it's not a good look, and this proves what what Wilder's been saying. He keeps saying he's the most feared guy in boxing, and when you have the other top name who's saying like I'll fight him when I want, it's not doing a great job of disproving what he's saying. You guys get me? Peace.
Namely,
I just want to see great matchups. 2017 got us spoiled. But listen, new media, I want to show y'all so y'all can see what's out there and see the bullshit that gets stated. Right? So, Young G said Wilder is a bum, point blank, period. Hasn't fought any credible opposition apart from Stavern. See, listen. If he was on here right now, and please let me know if he's here, I would put him in a hot seat and he would get burned. Once again, Wilder is a bum, point blank, period. Hasn't fought any credible opposition apart from Stavern. I said, okay, using your logic, Wilder is a bum. Then why wait until possibly 2020 to fight him? LOL, checkmate. Listen, I'm telling y'all boys, you sound silly saying stupid shit like that. Because, listen, you can't say, well, okay, first of all, there's so many ways I could dissect this. So many ways. You could say, well, okay, Wilder's resume is not great. You say he ain't fought nobody. But you know two somebodies that he was supposed to fight. They had a venue, a date, they had the pay scale, and everything intact. They failed drug tests. Alexander Povetkin and Luis Ortiz recently, right? Straight like that. Not including the Polish fighter, Andre Wawowski, but he's not a big name. He had been stopped by Povetkin, so that's why I didn't even include him. So I'm not even including that. But two fighters, an Olympic gold medalist in Alexander Povetkin with power, failed his drug test, and then later failed another drug test when he was supposed to fight Bermane Stiverne that same year. And then also Luis Ortiz failed. So you can't say Wilder ain't fought nobody when he was down to fight two credible, reputable, ranked top 5 guys, and they crashed out because they couldn't pass a VADA test. Those are facts. That's one issue. The second issue is you're saying Wilder's a bum, then knock his bum ass out. He has a belt, so he's a bum with a belt. So even if I use your logic and say Wilder's a bum, which I don't think he's a bum, but I'll use your logic playing devil's advocate. If he's that much of a bum, then you go in. Everybody likes the green belt. I ain't never seen a weight division where people didn't respect the green belt, the WBC belt. So if he's that much of a bum and he ain't fought nobody, he should be easy pickings. He should be easy ass work. See how that doesn't make sense? See how that doesn't register? This is the era of new media. Y'all can't just do this and say the stuff but not make sense. And then beyond that, you look at other people that Joshua has faced. So Wilder's a bum, but the guy he knocked out and the guy Chris Arreola knocked out, Eric Molina, he was a rightful fight to bring him to the UK and then have Joshua slaughter him. You know what I mean? Eric Molina. You see how that doesn't make sense? So Joshua, in essence, fought Eric Molina just last year, December of last year, right? I think it was his fight before Klitschko. December 10th, if I'm not mistaken. See how this is off the top of my head. So he can fight Wilder's leftovers, Chris Arreola's leftovers, but Wilder's such a bum, he doesn't deserve the fight, even though he's a champion. Molina's a bum in the purest form, but Molina would knock you out. So what are you talking about? But anyway, the bottom line is, so Kubrat Pulev, because he's the #1 mandatory, never? Yes, he would. Molina has like an 82% knockout ratio. And the way you talking crazy, Molina would knock you out. But anyway, Kubrat Pulev, he's the #1 mandatory, but Wilder's a champion. That's a unification. Most people would step aside. You know what I mean? Most sanctioning bodies would step aside if you want to unify. So any way you slice it, it's not a good look. Or it puts me in the mindset of when Abel Sanchez was like, oh yeah, why should we fight Jermell Charlo? Why should we fight Erislan Lara? That does nothing for us. But Willie Monroe does something for you? Fighting Dominic Wade and Asunamu Adama or whatever? That does something for Triple G? You know what I'm saying? So any way you slice it, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you're in this day and age, with all the social media and internet documenting what people say, you're better off just giving the fighter credit. Like Freddie Roach, if you don't want Pacquiao to fight Terrence Crawford, just say that. But you can't say, "Oh, Crawford fight doesn't make sense," but then you gonna fight Chris Algieri. You get me? Like, you guys gotta make this shit make sense. You can't say, "Oh, Wilder doesn't deserve to fight; he's a bum," but Wilder knocked out Eric Molina and he deserved to fight. How does that even make sense? Charles Martin beat a guy and the guy's leg got fucked up, and it wasn't like they fought for a vacant belt, and it wasn't like a crazy victory. The guy got fucked up, which it happens in boxing, but that's how he became a champion. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta make this make sense. Believe in the ego, man. Believe in that Death Row East. I'm trying to tell y'all. And like, this is not a American versus UK thing. I used to live in England. I like AJ. I like Wilder. But I also like the truth. And you can't make it make sense. You can't say, because like, I'm going to ask y'all a real question. Who looks like more of a threat, Joseph Parker or Anthony Joshua? Opie Dope, do you accept the hot seat? I'm going to burn you. Do you accept the hot seat? All I need is a yes or no. Opie Dope, that's your name. You going to be Dopey after I put you in the hot seat. Hot seat. Opie Dope. Don't just put hot seat. Put yes. So I can flame you up in front of all these people. You about to be flaming like gay people. Give me the hot seat. Okay. You in it. We got a hot seat victim. Everybody grab your popcorn. This is going to be an easy one. This is going to be a breeze. We got this one. Okay. Let me go back to your comment. Opie Dopey says, Deontay Wilder swings for his life, no skill. So explain why Anthony Joshua should not fight him, because he has no skill. We'll wait. You got 3 responses and you have a time limit. Opie Dopey, come on. You about to get this work, boy. So he's wild and swings for the fences, no skill. Got you. So why should Joshua not fight him as a result of that? Opie, you dead. I heard they're making a new Rush Hour. He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 4. See how they always put all these radical things and they in the hot seat and they say, yeah, put me in the hot seat, man. And I put him in the hot seat and it always takes forever. Always takes forever. Everyone else is flowing with the conversation. But Opie Dopey is doping up right now, failing his VADA test, trying to come up with some bullshit. Taking forever, per usual. Come on, Dopey. Seven Dwarf ass dude. Come on, Dopey. He doping up right now, man. On the count of 3, put Dopey or Dopey where you at. We got to bring Dopey out of hiding. He replied where? I didn't see no reply. I don't see shit. Someone said he replied. What did he say? I didn't see it. Where? Just type your reply again, Dopey. You too doped up. You probably got high and thought you replied and really didn't. Okay, well, what did he say? I didn't see it, so. And see, that's what happens when y'all take forever. Everyone else is replying quickly, and I'm waiting forever. So it gets caught in the translation with everyone else because you guys take forever. Who said no mas? What? What are y'all talking about? Where's Dopey? See, that's why I'm missing it if you allegedly reply because you're taking forever. He said because he's the A side. So he shouldn't fight someone because he's the A side? What? All right, that's a waste of one response. All right, what's your next response? That's the easy. Okay, so Joshua doesn't have to fight anyone because he's the A side. Okay. Response number 2, you got 2 more. What? I never said that? Okay, then listen, you got 30 seconds to put what you did say. Because you keep saying, I replied, man, I replied. I didn't see it. A lot of people didn't see it. So re-put what you just put. So we know what's coming from your mouth. Instead of putting, hey, I didn't say that, man, put what you did say. I'm looking, I'm waiting. You in the hot seat. Put them on a timer, count them down. 20 seconds. It should not take this long. But you see, that's what happens when you all hopped up and doped up and shit. You dopey. Count them down. No, give them a real count. Y'all jumping. Okay, you keep putting, holy shit, I replied. That you're just buying time now. All you have to do is put it again. I'm not scrolling up with 1,000 comments. So all you have to do is put it again. You doped up, dude. And you're about to get counted out and blocked. So you might as well, hey, I replied. You're just buying time and wasting time. You in the hot seat. Flame on. Flame on. We about to burn them up in the hot seat. Yo, we about to burn them in the hot seat. Yes, we about to burn them in the hot seat. Yes, we about to burn them in the hot seat. Flame on. Flame on. See, where you at? Get your L's up. Get your L's up. Get your L's ready. Get your L's ready. You about to burn them in the hot seat. About to burn them in the hot seat. Yo, you about to burn them in the hot seat. And flame on. A flame on. Flame on. See, you just wasting people's time now. 10 seconds. Give them the countdown. Talk to all that. Put me in the hot seat, man. Now you about to get this Ruthless L. Ruthless Records. 6, 5, 4, 3. See, he doped up. He too high. His eyes roll in the back of his head and shit. 3, 2, 1. Block L. That was easy work. Get him out of here. Put your L's up. Yo, put your motherfucking L's up. Put your L's up. That was easy. He was just wasting time. Because listen, if I say, hey, just repeat what you just said, and you kept saying, hey, I replied. Okay, you replied. All you had to do is retype what you just put. You was just wasting people's time. He was trying to get counted out. Like Kovalev and Conor McGregor. He wanted to get TKO'd because he was fatigued. Listen, back to real boxing. 183 people in here, 121 likes. We got to fix that. Been on 40 minutes. Get your likes up. Yeah, just saying I replied, but you can't tell us what you replied with. He out of here. He up out of here. Hit the like button. If you like seeing people get flamed up when it comes to this boxing in this hot seat. Listen. There's nothing you could say at this point to make this look good on behalf of Joshua. Honestly, what is it? Okay, Wilder's a bum. That actually makes it worse because you're saying there's a bum ass dude with the belt who you'll get recognition for beating, but you ain't gonna fight him because he's such a bum. That doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, this guy's he's a champion, but he's such a bum. I don't want to take his bum ass belt. Who would do that? If there's some easy work, you're supposed to. That's like taking candy from a baby. You know what I'm saying? If it's easy work like that, who wouldn't want to get an extra belt, an extra recognition? Wilder's undefeated. So all that's what I'm saying. This is the era of new media. All that, oh, he's a bum, so he should never get the fight. Yeah, or this is what they say. Wilder just wants money. I seen Wilder got some nice cars and shit. I'm sure he's not starving for cash. PBC paying their fighters handsomely, even if they're not paying as much as they did when it first started. Wilder's been there the whole time, so he's definitely got $1 million paychecks by this point. So you see how like you guys are getting backed into a corner. Oh, Wilder's just saying it because he wants money. Why doesn't he want the recognition in the fight? Why doesn't he want the name? How you know it's because he wants money? That's your narrative that you're trying to spin. I just went to Joshua's page, and people are like, fight Wilder, fight Wilder. So the fight's hot right now. People want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. It's business. I mean, every fighter wants money. I'm not doing this shit for my health. I love boxing, but I mean, I have to get paid because I'm not like a money hungry person. But money, I can't. How can I go on trips if I don't have no fucking money and my bills paid? So you know, what I mean, money is a necessity of getting to the next level in most situations. Your question: who cares? Does Wilder box on pay-per-view? Who cares? Fight Joshua. See, y'all coming up with all the excuses under the sun. Bringing up Conor McGregor and has Wilder been on pay-per-view? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Some people, listen, just so y'all know, with the hot seat, some of y'all just get banned, like my man Benjamin Franklin. He got struck by lightning. Give him his L. Blocked. Nah, I didn't put Ben. See, this is the hot seat. The whole thing is keep people on their toes. You never know when the hot seat's coming. And I see people screaming in the comment section looking for attention. Sometimes I just block them. They don't even deserve the hot seat, like Benjamin Franklin. You know what I'm saying? So since Benjamin Franklin want to be an inventor, you better invent another screen name because you just got blocked about this stream. You know what I mean? I seen his comments. He kept screaming for attention and putting bum squad and all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, Ben Franklin out of here. But it's not a good look, man. I want to see the fight. Fans want to see the fight. Both fighters would make some money. Both fighters have a shot in the fight. But that's what I'm saying. Fans like AJ apologists, they're just saying AJ would destroy him. But you sound more confident than the team to make the fight. Because he's saying, I might not fight him next year. I might not fight him the year after that. I might not fight him until 2020. So I don't want to read comments about AJ will destroy him. Let me see that. I don't want to hear Eddie Hearn say AJ knocks him out in 3, because to me, this is how you guys are always going to lose when it comes to this. Eagle, I watch your channel so much, my girl thinks you got a TV show. LOL. Damn near. We basically turn it to a TV show. Listen, this is why you guys always get destroyed. Because even if I apply the logic you're telling me to apply, it still don't make no fucking sense. You throwing out all the excuses for the fight not to happen. Are you a boxing fan? You're a boxing fan, but you don't want to see the heavyweight division back into its heyday, where you have 2 knockout artists who are at the top of their game and pretty much perceived, especially with Luis Ortiz being older and failing second drug test for whatever. These are the top 2 guys. Klitschko retired. These are the top 2 guys. Tyson Fury's not really even active. This is the top 2 guys. You know what I mean? So as a boxing fan, you don't make excuses. Oh, Wilder just wants a payday. Wilder's a bum. He swings for the face, but you don't want to see it. You'd rather see Joshua fight Pulev. You see how stupid that sounds from a boxing fan, a pure fan perspective. Just like Pacquiao Crawford. You would rather see Pacquiao fight Brandon Rios or Chris Algieri or Jesse Vargas than Terrence Crawford. Honestly. And the only reason people say that is when they do that, it just shows their fear and insecurity of their fighter that they like and want to protect. They're not 100% sure that they could beat that person. That's what that means. You know what I mean? Because why else would you not want to see Pacquiao fight Crawford? But you were content with Pacquiao fighting Chris Algieri, who's not even a lifelong boxer. He was a kickboxer. You're content with Jesse Vargas. You're content with Brandon Rios coming off of a loss, moving up in weight. But you're not content with Crawford moving up in weight, being the man at 140, fighting Pacquiao. It just shows fear and insecurity. Point blank, period. I mean, Pulev has a slight chance, but I wouldn't pick him. I wouldn't bet no money on him unless I'm betting just on the hope of an upset. I mean, Joshua should beat him. You guys are getting body back this year. You know what I mean? As a boxing fan, as a true boxing fan, you can call Wilder a bum and he swings wild, but he's still undefeated along with Joshua, and he has the highest knockout percentage of active champions, if I'm not mistaken. He has knockouts in all 38 fights except for he has 37 knockouts in 38 fights or whatever it is. Crazy. And y'all still making excuses why it shouldn't happen. That shows insecurity. It shows you don't think your person can you don't have full faith in them. Because if you did, listen, let's say I was on my Michael Vick shit and I knew my pit will kill the other dog, right? And I'm like, man, I have a game bred pit. There's no way he'll lose to this dog. And that's my lifestyle. I'm a dog fighter. Then I'm gonna release my pit. I'm not gonna be like, oh, maybe we should wait. Or maybe we should wait 8 months and then my pit can fight your pit. If I know my pit's better, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna have second doubt. I'm not gonna prolong it. Let's get it and let me get this money right now. It's that simple. Wilder Ortiz is off for now. I think Wilder would beat Joshua if it happens now. Now, the longer they wait, I don't know. Maybe that can change things. But if it were to happen, let's say in the summertime, I'll pick Wilder. I mean, I could go give you several reasons why. I give you several reasons, but it's not even worth it if the fight ain't finna fucking happen. If it ain't happening, then what's the point of me wasting my breath? I mean, honestly, I have several. See, and listen, this is not my shit is like. Hold on 1 second. I'm not in the business of wasting my time. If the fight ain't gonna happen till 2018, I got plenty of time to drop a fight prediction. Hold on. Can we get to 175 to 200? I'm gonna give y'all an ego exclusive before I even drop it. We need like close to 200 likes, man. If not, y'all gonna wait for it. I told y'all help me out, I'll help y'all out. I'll play this shit right now and give you one of the reasons why I picked Wilder. Right? Ego exclusive style. But y'all gotta work for me. Y'all want me to work for y'all. We got too many damn people in here that haven't hit the like button yet. Y'all get it before I even drop it. Live stream style. See, I'm gonna start doing little incentive shit like that for checking out the live. Oh shit, we got a super chat. BOE1, $5 super chat. iTest says AJ might have a better skill set, but can he take Wilder's right hand the same way he took Klitschko's? AJ really don't want that work. I think, in my honest opinion, I think Joshua is more fundamentally sound. For sure. But that's not why, because that doesn't always tell the tale. Period. Man, we got to get to 200 if you don't want me to drop that exclude on the live stream. Like I said, y'all work with me, I work with y'all. But I got plenty of reasons. And see, I know shit that y'all don't know. Because I've had conversations. That's my dude right there. My dude, Leroy. Who's he with? You passed 100. Yeah, but we trying to get to 200 likes. I've been on almost an hour. We could easily be. But my dude, Leroy, was in camp with Joshua, Ortiz, Wilder, Povetkin, Malik Scott. Man, make sure you follow my dude. Leroy TNT. Tell him Ego sent you. Tell him Blanco sent you. Follow that man. You'll hear about him on my channel. We working. We came together. I'm trying to give y'all that exclude, but y'all sleeping on them likes. So shout out to Puzzle 247365, $5 Shmoney Dance. Them super chats is encouraging me to give y'all this exclusive too. I gotta admit. Well, I'm trying to get our likes up. We almost there. We need 200 likes. Like I said, the way this shit goes, y'all work with me. Y'all help me out. I help y'all out. It's really that simple. And I know, listen, we're like 10 likes away. I know there's 10 people listening to this that can easily hit the like button. And then we could be there. And y'all can get that Ego exclusive. No, shout out to you, Ego. Keep controlling the narrative, brother. Yeah, man. We got to be fair in this boxing game. And like I said, it's not about favoritism. I like Joshua. I really, you know what I mean? You can go to my whole channel. I've never said nothing really bad about him. I just want to see a good fight. See? Oh, we need a few more likes because y'all playing with the likes. So a few more. But fair is fair, man. I'm trying to drop them ego exclusives. That's $10. Give us 2 exclusives. No, you didn't donate. That's other people donating. You're like, yeah, man, that's $10. Like you did it. Hell no. But I have reasons why I would pick Wilder.
Boxing fight on. I'm sorry. Boxing fight on. I'm sorry.
We got exclusives. We got that exclusive. Y'all don't want these exclusives, man. It's cool. I'm not even gonna play this shit. Y'all ain't ready for these exclusives.
Boxingego, I'm with the man, Leroy Thomas, heavyweight. You just got to work that out in the Sean Porter High Performance Center.
You see that sweat? Everybody working.
Boosted me up to another level, you know what I mean?
Okay, so we got to do the speed round. Wilder, Povetkin, Luis Ortiz, AJ. You've been in there with all of them. Top three. Who's the top 3 punchers? You said Wilder's number 1 in terms of just pure power.
Man, I have to go Wilder, Ortiz. Just something about the right hand.
Listen.
Or I give the edge to
Or champions. I gotta ask you, who hit the hardest out of all? I mean, because they say Joshua has power, Wilder, Ortiz.
But you know, by far, I give the edge to Deontay. You know.
Really? You said by far? Okay.
Yes. Well, you know what I mean?
What was it about his power that felt? I mean, like you said, you can't sleep on anybody's power, but right. What was it about Wilder's that stood out even more?
Just something about the right hand. I mean, you know, my job was not to get hit by the right hand. You know what I mean? And every camp
See, I just dropped a little exclusive. You heard it. He been in there. Listen, my dude Leroy, he said they all have power. Don't get it twisted. They all got power. But he said Wilder by far, those are his words. Hey, I'm just the messenger. He said Wilder by far, something about that right hand. Hey, I don't know what. Wilder, he's just naturally blessed with freakish power. That's how it would be. And you guys just seen he was in camp with him. They ain't no like this random guy off the street. Look, this is Wilder's page. You see him in camp with the man. And he said he's cool with all of them. He been in camp with all them dudes. So it's not like it's just favoritism. He's an honest dude. That's what it is. Joshua has a lot of muscle. Yeah, see, listen. It's like Joshua, the Klitschko fight showed me a lot. Joshua likes to dictate, like most boxers. He likes to dictate. But the thing is, Wilder's awkward as fuck, and he's an inch taller than Joshua, and he's athletic, and he could fight that style, that kind of in and out and long ass arms, sweeping ass punches. So Joshua, how tired he got when he got hurt, and he needed a couple rounds to recharge. Wilder ain't gonna give you that. I can promise you that. He ain't gonna give you. Klitschko is 40. He's 40 years old. You know what I mean? Veteran and all, but he's still 40. You get me? So, Wilder's not gonna give you time to recharge like that. He all of y'all talking about the windmill Wilder, but that's how he's finishing guys. Because how the fuck are you? If someone's swinging at Wilder and shit, that's worse for you because they connect with one of them wild shits. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Joshua, he need to come in lighter. Like he was like a career high at the weigh-in for Klitschko, and he gassed out in some of those early rounds and had to get his second win. But Wilder is very athletic, very comfortable in his style. So I have other reasons too, but you heard with someone who sparred with all of them, and the muscles requiring more blood flow and taking more oxygen. Plus getting hit hard as fuck. I prefer lean muscle mass over that bulky bodybuilder shit. Yeah, I mean, it's similar to Canelo versus Golovkin. Not saying the fight's the same, but Canelo gained muscle, but Golovkin, he didn't even look as shredded, but he looked like he always does. But he's so comfortable with that style. That's how he always looks. That's how he always fights. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Golovkin was fighting. That's why he didn't fatigue the same as Canelo, because Golovkin was fighting the style he always fights. Not really great on defense, a lot of pressure, kind of methodical how he tries to come in, and that kind of thing. So that's what works for him. Tyson's a different breed, because Tyson was using head movement, very athletic, and he was short, so he used that to his advantage. BOE1, $5 super chat, another one. That was my next question, dealing with the heavyweights. You got one hitter quitter factor. Who has a better chance, AJ or Deontay? I mean, you just heard the guy who sparred him. He said, I was trying not to get hit with that right, but Wilder has more power. So I think clearly Wilder has more one-hitter quitter power, in my opinion. Joshua has power too, no? Man, I wouldn't want to get hit by either one of them. But Wilder has concussive, knock you the fuck out power. AJ has speed. Wilder has speed too. So, bottom line, it's a good fight. That's what we're talking about. Good fight. I want to see it. Bottom line. And I'm not trying to wait till 2020. Listen, boxing gets it wrong when they do that, because even Mayweather-Pacquiao, even though it made all this record amount of money, Pacquiao still got knocked the fuck out in between. You know what I mean? So, not taking away from Mayweather's win. Pacquiao's still a good fighter. But if they would have fought before that, then the Marquez fight and knockout wouldn't have happened. The right game plan beats the right hand. Yeah, but listen, ain't nothing to talk about. Show me you have the right game plan to stay away from that right hand. Because so far, 37 out of 38 people didn't have the answer. You ain't got the answers. So you got to show me that. You got to, it's that simple. Again, this is not Deontay Wilder calling out Elton John. You guys are in the same profession. You have promoters who, or an advisor and a promoter who have worked together in the past. Show me. So if you have the game plan. But see, the thing with what Joshua said in that interview, it doesn't sound that confident. Because he says, he said something very similar to this. He said, what if I fight Wilder next year and it wasn't the right time? So that sounds like some doubt there. He said, what if I fight him next year and it wasn't the right time and I should have took a couple more tune-ups or two more fights? You know what I mean? Why would you say that if you didn't have that thought process? And he also said something like, I'm being realistic with myself. So I appreciate the honesty, but at the same time, that's you giving your opponent a little bit of an advantage there. It's kind of saying I don't know if I can beat you right now, but I'm gonna keep developing. I mean, honestly, that's y'all gonna get mad at this, but I speak the truth. That's why Lomachenko didn't rematch Orlando Salido. I promise you. His people jumped the gun. They knew they had this standout amateur fighter in Lomachenko, all these accolades and all this shit, almost 400 amateurs fought in the World Boxing Series or whatever. And then they thought they could challenge a veteran like Salido and beat him in the second fight. Came up short, that's why they haven't rematched him. Because they wanted to, damn, he already got a loss. We're not trying to take another loss. So what they did was they built him up, kept building him up, shortchanging Orlando Salido to make it look like they were negotiating with him, but they weren't trying to pay him as the winner, as the only guy who's beaten Lomachenko, right? They weren't trying to pay him, right? So the fight never materialized, and as a result, they can say, "Hey, we tried to make the fight," and then meanwhile, Lomachenko is getting better and improving and developing. So now, by the time he fights Salido, if he were to fight him, he has a great chance to beat Salido. Butler White, I think he beats Wilder. It's not really up to what you think. I told you the new mantra for 2017 and beyond is show me. BOE, another super chat, $2. I meant chin, bro, not chance my blow. I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying does he have would his chin hold up or what? Show me. If AJ beats Wilder, then fight him. They should fight. If they get past the next opponent, they should fight each other. Simple. They should fight each other next year. But boxing gets it wrong when they wait too long. Like Mikey Garcia Gamboa. Could have been a great fight, never happened. Just supported on Patreon. Ego keeps speaking the truth. Shout out to El Paso, Texas. No, shout out to you for donating to Patreon. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. But shout out to Texas, always hold me down, man. Who has a better chin? I don't know. I mean, the chin is probably equivalent. To be honest, I've seen Wilder hurt before. And I've seen Deontay Wilder hurt. And I've seen AJ hurt before. So the whole goal is you want to stay away from the flush shots. Bottom line, them heavyweights that are that big, they can hurt any of the people. Listen, Dillian White hurt AJ. So Deontay Wilder can clearly hurt AJ. And Eric Molina hurt Deontay Wilder. So AJ could clearly hurt Deontay Wilder. Very simple. Block. Nutrimento, get your ass out of here. He complaining. He complained about the exclusive. He's saying that shit was weak. Okay, now you out of here. How weak is that? Yeah, I mean, these 235 pound, 250, 260 pound heavyweights, they can hurt anyone. They need to have Wilder, Joshua, and Foreman, Steven Seagal on the undercard. I'm trying to see that. Yeah, I mean, AJ's basically saying I want to guide my career and make sure the time is right. But we know in this day and age, fans aren't trying to hear that, especially when you're a champion. Because that's the thing. If you're a champion, people aren't trying to hear that. You know what I mean? Because it's like the training wheels are off. The bullseye's on your back. The bullseye's on your back immediately. When you have a belt, because there's other people who are like, I'm ready right now. So they're not trying to wait for you to figure it out and get it right. Denzel said it best. It's not what you say, it's what you can prove. AJ chin way more fragile. You're not hearing the sparring rumors circulating on Wilder like AJ. Junior John's back in the building. $10 super chat. I told y'all them yellow and them orange ones be on point. Wilder versus Parker or AJ needs to happen next year. Yeah, we definitely need a unification for sure. I'm trying to see a unification. But the funny thing is, I always tell y'all this. Listen to what people say then, listen to what people say now. Period. And a lot of what has been said from the detractors regarding Deontay Wilder is starting to unravel. Oh, he don't want to fight no one. He just wants to fight cupcakes, bum squad. But I wasn't saying those things in my videos because I knew he was going to Russia, willing to fight Povetkin in his backyard, hostile ass territory in Russia, where Povetkin is the man out there, right? So all that shit is unraveling. All the shit y'all said, all that shit y'all shoveling, no one's buying it anymore. Bum squad. But why? Okay, listen. Somebody make this make sense. I will put you in the hot seat, and we'll watch you get flamed up. If Wilder sucks, lacks technique, he's bum squad, he has skinny legs, he's weak, he only has a right hand, then why not fight him? That don't even make sense. If he has all these downsides, then why not fight him? Like it really make somebody who disagrees with what I'm saying explain what you're saying. Because like if you're telling me all the downsides to him, that makes it sound like he's trash. Okay, he's a bum. He only fights bums. He's only willing to fight bums. He has skinny legs, toothpick legs. All this shit you're saying, fight him. Knock him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same concept with different fighters that are been avoided. Like Rigondeaux. Oh, he's boring. They always say the same shit. He just wants a payday. He just wants Leo Santa Cruz payday. He's boring. He can't sell out his mother's living room. He's not a star. Okay, then just fight him, knock him the fuck out, so he can stop taunting you and calling you out, and then you move on. And see, the worst part about it is all these people, they've definitely fought someone lesser than the person in question. Like, let's say Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz fought Kiko Martinez after Carl Frampton stopped him and beat him twice. And I think Kiko Martinez got knocked out or something by someone else. And then Leo Santa Cruz fought him. So if you're willing to fight, Leo Santa Cruz is willing to fight Kiko Martinez, then you can't disrespect the Rigondeaux, who's undefeated. You'll get more credit for beating a Rigondeaux, right? Shout out to Poland. I see you. Damn, over 200 likes. Let's go, Ego. Man, it's Ego Army, Ego Mafia, Ego Mob, MOB. Money on top of boxing. People just want that truth. That's just what it is. So it's like, put it this way. Here's my question to you guys. Has Anthony Joshua in the last year or two fought anybody? Listen, has Anthony J fought anyone that you think is lesser than Deontay Wilder in the last 2 years? Has he fought anyone that you would rate underneath Deontay Wilder? Yes or no? Or put the person's name. I'm going to ask the question again. Has Anthony Joshua fought anybody, because I don't think y'all understand it, in the last 2 years, has Joshua fought a person that you would rate lesser or lower than Wilder? So everyone Joshua fought, because you guys are saying no, so you feel everyone Joshua's fought is better than Wilder? Every single person he's fought in the last 2 years are better than Wilder. That's what y'all believe. So Eric Molina, even though he got knocked out by Wilder, is better than Wilder. Here, because you guys are getting confused, people putting yes or no. Name aside, okay, so Klitschko is the only person I could think of that people would rate higher than Wilder. Aside from Klitschko, has Joshua fought anyone that you rank higher and think is a better fighter overall and has more momentum than Wilder? And put that person's name. That's the question. Exactly. So there's your answer right there. Brazil is not better than Wilder. Brazil got punched in the hotel lobby by Wilder and started suing him. So why you're a fighter and you big as hell. So why didn't you take off on Wilder if he disrespected you in front of your family? What are you talking about? Charles Martin. What? Charles Martin, how's he better than Wilder? How's he proven that? He had a lesser resume than Wilder. Yeah, mentioning Brazil's name dropping for the sake of name dropping. Martin got more bars. That don't shit to do with boxing. See, y'all just saying randomness. Again, name who Joshua's fought that's better than Wilder outside of Klitschko. Because Klitschko's the only person I could think of where a lot of people might say, "Oh, he's better than Wilder." I don't know. White's a good fighter, but White, I thought he lost to Derek Chisora. I don't think Derek Chisora would beat Wilder at all. At all. So my point is, the bottom line is, that means in Joshua's last 2 years, he's faced people that you rate lesser than Wilder. So why not fight Wilder? You know what I'm saying? Very simple stuff, people. But people want to make excuses and stuff like that. And I did a video about it. He was on FaceTime with Facebook, and he said something like, tell Deontay we're going to fuck him up. Okay, let me see it. I just want to watch it. I think Wilder would have beat Klitschko, to be honest. Klitschko struggles when the guys his size are bigger. Especially if they have crazy power and athletic. But back to the subject at hand. If Wilder is easy pickings, then just pick him the fuck off. Like it doesn't even make sense. Like if that's the easiest of your chores, then if you're running errands and you have I got to just put this in the post office in the mailbox. I don't have to get out of my car. I can just drop it off at the blue post office box. Then wouldn't you do that first before you do the harder part of your day? Why don't you just get rid of that? You know what I mean? Wilder's trying to make you look bad, keep calling you out. You'll make good money with Wilder. So why not fight him? Big Baby is Gerald Miller's a big dude for sure. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to BK. Man, we working. Yeah, like new media, you can't just say the shit. You got to make it make sense. Wilder doesn't deserve it. He's just looking for a paycheck. Wilder was a champion before Joshua was a champion. So how can you say he don't deserve it? He probably has more title defenses than AJ. That's an excuse. That's a pure, straight up. That's an excuse. Wilder's a champion, but he don't deserve the opportunity. Listen to what the fuck y'all say as boxing fans, man. Like, listen to what y'all say. It's crazy. Like, and this I know a lot of y'all are fake as fuck, because let Triple G at middleweight say he wants to fight. No, guys, I don't want to fight best. He said he wanted to unify, and when people stood in his way, Billy Joe Saunders didn't look like he wanted it. Canelo at a point didn't look like he wanted it. People were mad at those fighters. Billy Joe calling them Billy Ho, and mad at Canelo and stuff like that, right? But now, since it's a fighter you might like or something, you're saying Wilder doesn't deserve the opportunity to unify. But when Triple G won all the belts, you got mad at those fighters. But now when it's a guy you don't like Wilder, pursuing a unification, then you say he hasn't earned it, even though he's a champion. Gotta make it make sense. Like, honestly, the fans that say that, that's pussy. Like, to rob other like mandatories and other champions of their opportunity to unify. There's no other explanation. Like, you never hear me do that. They're talking about Gary Russell Jr. versus Joseph Diaz. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I would never stand in the way of that. I want to see that. You Yanks, you Yanks ain't ready for AJ. Shit, AJ don't sound ready for AJ or for Wilder. What are you talking about? You talking about you Yanks are again new media. We can clearly see all the bullshit. You talking about you Yanks aren't ready, but Joshua was saying he's the one on record saying I might fight him next year, the year after that, year after that, year after that. So that doesn't make sense to me. 2020, that's a long time, man. I'm not trying to wait that long. He should have told him to edit that part out the video, man. Makes sense if he's not ready. No, it doesn't. If you're a champion, there is no, hey, I'm not ready. You can't really do that. The moment you become a champion, you got a bullseye on your back. That's like when I go to, like, it's a job. When I go to cover a fight, fighters are starving and hungry, ready to step on the scales, and things come up. Like Mayweather and McGregor, they weighed in before they were supposed to do Tank Davis and the undercard fights and weigh in first, but Mayweather and McGregor wanted to weigh in first. So I had to have all my camera equipment ready and start filming. I can't be like, hey, wait, before you get Mayweather and McGregor on the scale, I gotta set my camera up. It don't work like that. The same thing with the champion. Same concept. Once you become a champion, it's not like, hey, I'm not ready. I'll be ready in 3 years. Because people feel they're ready for the title shot now. Like, look at like Erickson Lubin. He's going after a title with Charlo, who has more pro level experience than him, and he's like 20 years old. I wouldn't donate a like. Well, here, I'll donate a block to you. Block. Get that boy in the gates out of here. Shout out to Keith Murray, $5 super chat. We working. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? So you can't, I don't know. It's when you're a champion, it's not like you can wait and say, hey, I'm not ready. I'll be ready in 3 years to unify. Ain't nobody styling on me. People know what it is. You can't be styling on me from the Burger King bathroom, working for somebody else. I work for myself. You ain't styling on me. You ain't wavy like that. Yeah, being blocked, that's not styling on somebody. Styling is if they was on here roasting me and everybody was just like, fuck you, I earned the belt, take it. What is it? What are you even talking about? Promoter Coder. We need another dumb victim. Do you accept the hot seat? I'll put you in the hot seat right now. I'll put you in the hot seat. Do you accept? Promoter Quoter. Do you accept the hot seat? Come on. We need to know. We got to keep this rolling. We about to charbroil you. Nah, I ain't leaving him alone. All right. So I'm gonna read what he said. He accepted. Everyone, get your popcorn ready. He said, "Did you fans criticize Wilder for fighting Johann Duhaupas and Spilka? Hypocrites." So what's hypocritical? I don't understand. What's hypocritical? So just elaborate, and we'll take it from there. Promoter quoter. Wilder's such a victim when you got 3 responses. So what's hypocritical? Where's the hypocrisy? I don't get it. So you can explain. What does fighting Spilka and Johann Duhaupas have to do with anything? Where's the hypocrisy that you're claiming? And we're waiting. Everybody get your popcorn. I will flame him. I'm like Money Mayweather when it comes to this shit. These young boys can't beat me. Shit is easy as work, man. Come on, we waiting. Where's the hypocrisy, promoter quoter? You're giving AJ a hard time for not being ready as a champion. How does Wilder appear taking those garbage voluntaries? First of all, you're full of shit because Joshua fought Wilder's leftover in Eric Molina. So he's had time to develop since the Charles Martin fight. So you're already not doing a great job of making your case. Johann Duhaupas and Spilka were fights because he couldn't get other fights or stay busy fights or whatever the situation was. But Joshua has had those too. All the fights from Charles Martin to Klitschko, all those fights in the middle were just that. Fights where he was heavily favored to win, had home court advantage, and things like that. So he's had time to develop. So you got 2 more responses. Wilder was developing for his first 33 victims in 7 years. Different people. I mean, that's stupid. Canelo has more fights than Mayweather, but his journey is different than Mayweather because Mayweather was fighting more elite competition sooner. Each person is different. Deontay Wilder started boxing late. So it's not. No one's mad at AJ for needing tune-ups, but as you could see, he fought Charles Martin for the belt. Then he fought Dominique Brazil, Eric Molina, before fighting Klitschko. So he had tune-up fights. Now he's fighting Kubrat Pulev. Man, you about to get torched, bro. This shit is too easy. He fought his first 15 fight, Gary Cornish. Who is he? You know what I'm saying? Kevin Johnson and guys that lost to Klitschko and shit. So he's had that too. And Charles Martin, if you really think about it, Charles, okay, who is here? Promoter, you dead. That's what someone said. Listen. Okay. And I want the fans to jump in this too. Just because I know promoter will probably try to lie because he's a coward. Right? Who fought a more significant champion to get their belt? Deontay Wilder fighting Bermane Stiverne at that time? Or Anthony Joshua fighting Charles Martin off of the Glasgow winner when he twisted up his leg? Who was a more significant champion? Keep in mind, Stiverne was the champion, and he earned the belt. And you have to look at Charles Martin fought for a vacant belt. Look at Wilder, Stiverne, Wilder. So what are you talking about? Wilder actually fought somebody. At the time, people were saying Stiverne was going to knock Wilder out. I have my channel up and running. I've been doing this. And people were saying Stiverne was going to knock Wilder out. No one even knew who Charles Martin really was. And then his first big step up on the Wilder undercard, I think it was, in New York, where he fought. Wilder fought Spilka and Charles Martin fought on the undercard for the belt, right? Charles Martin fought a guy, and he was looking solid. He was winning, but he wasn't like dazzling. And then the dude tripped and fell, and fucked up his leg. So you down to your last couple of responses, promoter. You getting promoted up out of here. And okay, so my question to you is this: why should as a champion, why should the fans wait till 2020 for this fight? Why shouldn't it happen? And listen, no way you can even make this make sense, because I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Who, just put the name, who is a better overall fighter, better resume and all that? Vladimir Klitschko or Deontay Wilder? Put your answer, all the fans. Who's a better fighter overall? Who showed you more? Who has a better resume? Vladimir Klitschko or Deontay Wilder? Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Look at what people are putting. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Clearly Klitschko, Klitschko. Damn, Klitschko. Look how many people put Klitschko. Okay, that's fine. So most people here, barring I seen like 2 Deontay Wilders, everybody else put Klitschko has a better career and is more proven than Deontay Wilder. And you beat him. Anthony Joshua beat Klitschko. So you already beat the guy who most perceived as better than Wilder, has a better resume. So why do you need to get ready for Wilder? If you already beat a guy who has a more illustrious, more decorated Olympic gold, Wilder's an Olympic bronze medalist, why do you need more time to get ready for a lesser fighter? Boom. Fatality. You can't make that make sense. Everybody here would say Klitschko, with the record of 64-4, has done more. But you were ready for Klitschko, ready to fight him this year in April when you fought him, but you need more time for a lesser fighter? How does that even make sense? Styles make fights. That's how it makes sense. Because even though Klitschko is more decorated and has worked for you, Deontay Wilder is a different beast. And although he's not as technical as a Klitschko, it was an older fighter. You know what I mean? Klitschko was older, and Klitschko, he wasn't as aggressive because he let Joshua off the hook. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to pull the trigger. You know that Wilder is a different animal. He's younger, he's more aggressive, and stuff like that. But that don't make sense. You already beat the guy who people perceive as a better heavyweight and a better career in Klitschko, but you need more time for a lesser fighter. But everyone's saying that Joshua fights bums. I mean, Klitschko. Everyone's saying that Wilder fights bums. No one's saying that about Klitschko. But you already fought him. So why do we need more time? Why do you need more time to get ready for the guy who fought bums than you do an Olympic gold medalist? You need more time for an Olympic bronze medalist that fought bums than an Olympic gold medalist who's a definite Hall of Famer. Make that make sense. You got one reply, and I already know I flamed you. So where you at, promoter? Ivan, you just wasting everyone's time. You're out of here. Block L. Where's promoter? Thanks for responding regardless. No, what's your last response? That's your last response is thanking me? You got flamed up so bad you said thank you for responding in your last response. Now, let's vote. Did promoter get that L? Put your L's up. If promoter got that L, then oh, he called me a bitch. Luckily, your casket is here. Couple more L's and you out of here. We'll see who the bitch is now. Because you blocked, my friend. You've been voted off the island. Get your ass up out of here. Bye-bye, promoter. You just got promoted to the graveyard. Blocked. Finishing. You win. Easy ass work. So you were ready for 90,000 people in Wembley in April against the guy who has a better resume and is perceived as a better fighter, Vladimir Klitschko, but you may need more preparation and on-the-job training to possibly 2020 to fight Wilder, who only has a bronze medal, not a gold medal, and has only fought bums. You see, they can't make this stuff make sense. If Wilder, that's how you know what people are saying, if it's true or not. Because if Wilder is such a bum and he has no technique and he has nothing going for him, then you should just knock him the fuck out. Make a cool paycheck. It'll do better than Kubrat Pulev. If you're doing 70,000 tickets with Kubrat Pulev, imagine the UK fans and the fans in Wales or wherever that would go see the Wilder fight. You guys are getting body bag, man. Toe tag him and bag him. It's that easy. So that's how I know what's being said is not true from the fans. Why would you need more time to develop for the bum killer, but you didn't need more time to develop and you were perfectly ready for Klitschko? Because you knew Klitschko was 41 years old. You knew Klitschko was coming off a loss to Tyson Fury, and you knew he's older and you've sparred with him. Unlike, I don't think Wilder has sparred with Joshua before. So you knew things about Klitschko, and you felt like, yeah, we can do this. But then you seen how tough of that fight was, and now you're like, okay, I'm being realistic. We could take it easy now. We might wait for the Joshua Klitschko fight. I mean Joshua Wilder. Simple. Like, it doesn't. That's the worst part about boxing, is that people always belittle the other fighter. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this guy sucks, he's a bum. Okay, beat his bum ass. Eddie Hearn said he'll knock him out in 3. I want to see that. And if he does, I'll be like, bravo. I'll dap it up and clap for him. This shit is too easy, man. Bottom line, it's a good fight. Both fighters have a chance to win. But right now, Deontay Wilder clearly has the mental edge. Because all he's doing is consistently calling for the fight. Joseph Parker ain't consistently calling, saying, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for the Wilder fight. But he seems to get these other fights with Huey Fury and Raz Kovajan and all these people. But why not call up Wilder? So obviously you have to see something as a threat level, because it just doesn't make sense otherwise. If you knew someone was easy work, that's like Floyd. Floyd knew he could beat Conor McGregor, but he knew Conor McGregor had a mouthpiece and would be able to help sell the event. So he fought him. You know what I'm saying? Period. I told y'all it was going to be a bad year for casual. I told y'all in January. We're almost at the end of the year. I gave you full warning. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. So y'all just got to be clear and be honest. If you make an excuse, listen. Look, oh my gosh, I just thought of another point. You guys are getting body bagged left and right. Kubrat Pulev lost to Klitschko, a guy that Joshua beat by knockout. Kubrat Pulev worked his way up back to the rankings after the Klitschko loss. So he worked his way up to fight Klitschko. Then he got knocked out by Klitschko. Then he rebuilt and worked his way back up to the current heavyweight division and up the rankings to get the Joshua fight. So you mean to tell me that fight has to happen because he's a mandatory, but then a guy who was already a champion and a unification, that fight shouldn't happen. So you guys would rather see, instead of 2 champions unify, you would rather see a challenger who's already been knocked out by a guy Joshua knocked out in Klitschko. You'd rather see that. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? When is it never, like Errol Spence? Who wouldn't want to see Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman? But you want to see Errol Spence fight Konstantin Ponomarev? You know what I'm saying? Because he's the #1 challenger or some shit for Errol Spence's belt. But so you'd rather see Errol Spence fight Konstantin Ponomarev than Errol Spence unified with Keith Thurman. That's the equivalent at welterweight. Who, like, honestly, as a real boxing fan, can you honestly, in your heart of all hearts, that's just a welterweight example, can you, in your heart of all hearts, say, I'd rather see Errol Spence Jr., instead of unifying with Keith Thurman, I'd rather see him fight his mandatory, a challenger, Konstantin Ponomarev. especially if Panamar had been stopped by a guy that Errol Spence had beat, like is the case with Kubrat Pulev. Pulev got knocked out by Klitschko, a guy Joshua beat. So, like I said, man, slowly but surely, all that shit y'all shoveling is starting to unravel. It really is. And you can't keep blaming Wilder. At this point, it was never this apparent. I knew it back in the day, but it was never this apparent. It's like, who's trying to fight Wilder? Like, Tyson Fury seemed like he was down, but then he started making bad decisions outside of the ring. Cocaine, having to relinquish his belt, gaining a bunch of weight. So he kind of put himself out of the talks, right? Who's El Tito? What are y'all talking about? See, y'all gotta know boxing. Y'all keep saying Gerald Big Baby Miller. That's my dude. He's fighting on HBO on the Danny Jacobs Luis Cuba Arias card. So most likely he can't bail out of an HBO, completely different network, bail out of that contract and that card to come replace Luis Ortiz, who failed a drug test. Besides, since the only reason the Luis Ortiz fight was allowed to happen was because Bermain Stavern was getting paid step aside money to make that fight go forward. So there's no reason to pay somebody extra money out of your purse or out of the pot. Pay Stavern all this extra fucking money, and I heard he got 6 figures for it, right? So you're gonna pay him 700 Dowie or whatever it is. It don't make sense to keep paying him that when the main event that he stepped aside for is not going on anymore. Might as well just get your mandatory out of the fucking way if people are mad or not. You know what I mean? But beyond that, Gerald Big Baby Miller, he already got his own fight. And listen, I know boxing. Dillian White, I don't mind the fight with Wilder, but he's been stopped by Joshua. So it'd be kind of like Eric Molina. I'm not saying I think Dillian White's probably better than Eric Molina, maybe. But Joshua knocking out Eric Molina, okay, he's been knocked out by Chris Arreola and Deontay Wilder. So how much credit did you really give Joshua for that win? Because he did it sooner? You know what I'm saying? Joshua was trying to stall the fight with Wilder till he gets old. Same thing Canelo did to Triple G. Pussy move, in my opinion. Listen, I'm just saying, as real boxing fans, we got to do better, man. Y'all always make excuses like Rigondeaux or Wilder. They want to unify, and it's like pulling teeth. And you have fans who make excuses why, as champions, they should have the opportunity to unify with other top champions and other top names in their division. But when Triple G wants to unify at middleweight, everyone's all partial. Like, oh, why did Canelo do that? Why doesn't Billy Joe want to fight him? Danny Jacobs wants too much money. So now all of a sudden, you're all about that shit because you want Triple G to unify, and you would like to see him do well. But Rigondeaux and Wilders want to unify, and it's a problem. Oh, he shouldn't have to fight him if he's not ready. Wilder just wants a paycheck. How the fuck you know what he wants? And I guarantee you Wilder got more money than you do. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. They come up with excuses. Rigondeaux can't sell. Wilder only fights bums. But he's not trying to fight a bum. Joshua's not a bum. He's a champion. So how can you get... It's like new media fucking you boys up. I told y'all in January, man. What they do is they try to stubbornly cling on to the same bullshit. I remember when Andre Ward came back off of his promotional shit, New Deal, Rock Nation, they were still calling him Inactive Ward. And then it got to a point where it didn't even make sense because he had two, 3 fights in a year. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep calling him inactive when that's no longer the case. And that's kind of the same situation here. They want to just keep saying Wilder's fought bums and he's the bum killer and he only fights bums, but he's not trying to fight a bum. He's trying to fight a champion, Joseph Parker or Anthony Joshua. And then you're trying to block the fight by saying it shouldn't happen. See how stupid that sounds? Wilder only fights bums, but he's not trying to fight a bum. He's trying to fight other champions that'll give him credit. Lacey Ochoa, do you accept the hot seat? This is how I'm going to deal with y'all. Do you accept the hot seat? Yes or no? Lacey Ochoa, we're going to lace you up. We're going to lace you like angel dust. We're going to lace you like weed. Come on. Listen, I don't know what the hot seat is. It's a game where you say stupid shit. I put you on the spot. You're in the hot seat. And if you lose, you get blocked and the fans vote. So yes or no, do you accept the hot seat? Since you want to say stupid shit, we're gonna debate our points respectfully. So yes or no, Lacey Ochoa, I'm Jigsaw of this bitch from Salt. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. Chris ain't a bum though. Now you switching subjects. You said Wilder fought Chris Arreola though. Kyle, you're blocked. You're just saying stupid shit. Kyle Sigler, bye-bye. You ain't trying to play because you keep putting other shit. The hot seat ain't rigged. You say stupid shit and can't back it up. That's the only thing rigged about it. The fans are voting you guys off. So the fans get to hear both perspectives. So it ain't rigged. How can I rig it? I can't control what y'all put. When people put their L's up, you know what it is. But anyway, I was about to burn you, whatever your name is, Ochoa. Because you bringing up Chris Arreola. The only reason he fought him is because Povetkin, a gold medalist, failed his drug test for the first time in that year. And then he failed again that year. So anyway, too easy, man. Shit ain't adding up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm about to get out of here. Hit that like button. We'll do another roll call real quick. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Let me know. City, state, zips. The hot seat is rigged and you're blocked because you just say stupid shit. Bye-bye. This is fun. Utah, San Diego, Australia. Seattle, Detroit, South Carolina, 910. Houston, Sydney, Indiana, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, Memphis, Oregon, Denver, Houston, Texas, baby, H-Town, Rotterdam, Baton Rouge, Quebec, New York, South Carolina, Ohio, South London, Brixton, Syria, Queens, New York, Phoenix, El Paso, Gainesville. Man, it's been real. Hopefully we get that in 2018. Wilder Joshua's a good fight. Shout out to New Zealand, LA. We up in this thing. And that's the show. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Be safe. A lot of craziness. Ego, you're doing a good job. Great job. Thank you. More coming soon. I hope Joshua and Eddie Hearn reconsider and make that fight for 2018. The fans want it. And the fans got to demand it. The power's in the people. You know what I mean? If you're a champion, you're a champion. It's just, you don't have, I could wait up to 3 years to pick and choose. It's not really how it works. You know what I mean? Dope ass stream, keep it up. Thank you for the super chats. I got a Patreon while I was on here. We got a Venmo, not this stream, but last stream. You guys holding down the fort. A lot of new stuff coming. I'm back to work. Peace out, y'all.